to Exile's One Portal. I am Mr. Coffee, and this is Casper, as always.
Hey, hey.
And we're about to look at some patch notes.
The patch. That's if you liked such content, hit a button, please.
Oh, shit.
I'm selling out early today. I guess we should do some warnings. If you are not a late gamer, if you probably think you're not gonna get to maps, yeah, this is gonna be end game content heavy episode. We're gonna be thinking a lot about some of the ramifications for late game party play, really late game stuff. So please keep that in mind. If you're interested in hearing our take on this, stick around. And one of the reasons why we separated this episode from the last one is because we wanted to make sure that we give enough space for the late game content that has been changed in settles of Cowgirl and the patch notes. Now, we're not going to go through the entire patch notes. They are immense. We're only going to go through things we actually care about personally for our personal builds, our personal interests. So we'll be doing a lot of like skipping around here and there. I am sure there are a few people who will be doing this entire one. I can think of like 3 people: Scissorin, maybe Ben, maybe Gazzy. We'll probably do a full run through of the entire patch notes. So feel free to tune on to their channels whenever they do their full coverage. They'll probably do like a 2-hour, 3-hour sit down. So yeah. But besides that, let's get it moving. I am sharing my screen, Coffee. So if you want to run through these video with me.
Oh, I have patch notes up.
Yeah, patch notes up. There is the remainder of the video. You want to go through that first? It's about 15 minutes left on the video.
Oh shit! Right. Okay, hold up. Let me fuck with my resolution. See if I can get this to split properly. Yeah, that should work. And then use this like this. I open up your doodongle when I find it.
And for those who listened the last episode, which was earlier today, I figured out why the audio problems on the videos is because I skipped the OBS update because I wanted to get straight to video recording. And apparently they changed everything about OBS. Like the whole things is different now. So yeah, that's what it was. For the life of me, could not figure out why it was not working. But yeah, it should be working today. So
okay, let's go.
All right.
Improvements and changes.
All right. Late game content.
By introducing a new tier of maps and reworking scarabs. We want to continue to improve these systems. But the sheer number of new, viable options is exciting.
Hold on. It's just
improve these
rewinded on its own.
And introduce more exciting in-game content every league. 325 is no exception. Let's check out the myriad of changes coming in Settlers of Kalgur. First up, we are changing many scarabs.
Pause.
We won't go into too much detail.
I was drinking water. I wasn't ready for that quick pause.
Unique busters have 2 different. Oh, okay. That's actually interesting. 10% increased map size for each map. But wait. Oh.
Are stolen by the final map boss.
I'm sorry. The cartography scarab of escalation is actually sick for early mapping.
10% of maps found in areas are for each map modifier affecting areas.
And that's huge. Like for a decent map, that's like 7 or 8. So that's like 80% right there. That's pretty good.
Especially to build a repository of maps.
Yeah. Divination cards are dropped in the area are stolen by the final map boss. The final map boss becomes more difficult and deals increased damage the more divination cards they have stolen. The final map. Wow.
You gotta have a very confident DPS to kill that boss.
Wow. Cool. That's pretty cool. I don't hate that. I can think of a couple places where I'd use that situation. Wait, why do I have? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm an idiot.
And we'll probably go through all the scarabs that they changed. That was one of our biggest not complaints, but like question marks that we had in an early episode about like why so many scarabs and how some of them are kind of useless. So
To avoid getting lost in the weeds, but here's a few
I don't
new
know if
ones.
this is adding or changing though. I'm curious.
this is probably changing.
Be sure to check out the patch notes after this for more detail. We've also added an additional map device slot, which will be unlocked upon completing your first 10-way Maven encounter. This
Yeah, we
simply
talked about
allows for
this.
more
This is dope.
combinations of
Yeah.
scarabs and maps,
That is dope.
resulting in more difficulty and more rewards. This is on top of the existing additional slot
like
that
gold.
can be unlocked by completing your first Tier 17 map.
Oh wait, did I
There
just
are
see?
now
Hold
six-
on, I think I see something. Maven chisel up prolification. Oh, let me enable.
Wait. I think that's the new chisels that they added.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it
Well,
was
that
gone.
one's
So crescent splinter. Yeah, it said gold. All right.
Completing your first Tier 17 map. There are now 6 map device slots in total. You might have
The way they describe it still means that you get unlocked the 5th one and 6th one, right? That's the way it's still describing it. Because I keep hearing that, but for some reason I find it to be hard to believe.
I guess they want more people interacting with more scarabs in more ways earlier. Would be my guess.
have seen our teaser, where we revealed we'll be adding new special encounters to the endgame. One such encounter is the Nameless Seer, lurking in Tier 16 and 17 maps. This NPC will give you a selection of unique items, and you can pick one for free. In Tier 16 maps, he now has an additional feature, where you can scry a map. This allows you to swap the divination card drops of the current map with another map on your atlas.
And that is
Just
also
one
sick.
caveat.
And that's what?
That is also sick.
Yeah. Because that means that no more Crimson Temple.
No more Crimson Temple. That is a blessing for me. Holy shit.
And we can run more linear map if you want.
This is
Well, a map that excels in remember when I did the Sparker? One of the biggest problems with the Sparker is that the projectiles go in every different direction, but in such closed hallways, you have to always worry about position. And in a more wider map, like maybe Cemetery, Strand, or one of those, that's not the case. You can just kind of like just move every 3 feet, and you're good.
Well, I think in places. Okay, so I am going to tell you what I would like to do. I would like to fucking farm. Ooh man, did I just make 17 div within the first like 10 minutes of logging on? No, it's got denied. But 10 div I made. But what's the word that I was looking for? I want to run fucking silo, homie.
Oh yeah, because of the
And I think that would be sick because what you want is overlapping when you do things like sparking and stuff like that. So that would end up helping immensely for those types of things. And and then you just go from one end to the other, and then you leave, and then everything in the map is dead. You don't really have to worry about it. Fuck, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
That's
You cannot have the same map be in multiple swaps at the same time. If you want to undo your choice, you can use a scouring orb on either map on your atlas. We've also made some updates to a couple of leagues. Blight has been updated with some atlas passive skill changes,
nice.
and
I like
double
that.
anointed amulets can now drop in Blight Ravage maps.
Whoa!
Yo.
Nice.
We've also introduced
That's
a new
super
type
good,
of
yeah.
oil that can only
That alone makes it at least worth doing blind.
Yeah,
Because if you get the right one, man, that shit would be GG.
drop from Blighted and Blight Ravage maps.
First and final shots of barrage sequences of fire projectiles that return to you.
Ritual has also been updated. You can now find one new and many reworked base types, new unique items.
Nameless ring.
Give me 1 second before you move on from this.
Penance mark.
I started a legion, so I need. Okay, let's see.
10 life, risk chaos.
Wait, I wonder what pacify does. What?
They don't have the tooltip skin.
Whoa. That Queller of Mines is interesting. With a capital fucking I, dude.
Elemental elements. Reduce effects on you. Yeah.
Wait, is it just the... No, okay, so the only thing that's changing is mana, energy shield, max life, and the pacify or the penance mark or what's it called? Interesting. Never mind. So they're all pretty giga. That's fucking awesome. I like that. I like those.
Corpses you can use to raise as specters, and occasionally a fragment, granting access to the King in the Mist's boss fight from the Affliction League. He will drop a number of unique items.
How many times that fucker has killed me is actually, like, upsetting.
That are familiar from the League. But not that which was taken, as it is now that which was taken away.
Ooh.
However, he now drops a different modular jewel that you might recognize from the Necropolis League.
Yeah, that's neat. But that which was taken was godly.
In Tier 16 and Tier 17 maps, you can now...
It's kind of hard now to think about what content to specialize in Atlas. Now, you can still do the 3 different versions of it, but it's such... There are a few good choices now.
Encounter the Wildwood, also from the Affliction League.
I know you're going to go Expedition.
I'm actually going to be going...
In case you missed it, the Wildwood is a mysterious forest.
I think I'm actually going to hard specialize
in the darkness, you will find magical wisps yearning...
Remember, that's not going to be your Atlas tree, though.
True, but...
for freedom.
Oh, that's actually true. Yeah.
Might be worth going to Blight, because Blight generates a lot of monsters, which might equal more gold.
I have to make a final decision on a build.
Well, you have a few days.
On releasing them, they will empower the monsters in your map.
I just need to figure that out, and then once I figure that out, I'll know what content to specialize in. Because I can
promising
specialize
more danger,
in
but more rewards.
Okay. Right.
You may also find random sentinels on the ground near the start of your match.
Man, this is crazy. Sentinels plus
in a
wisp.
similar way to before. They aren't items, but you can click on them and then they can be activated in that area at any time of your choosing. Upon activation, they will buff monsters around you, increasing their difficulty and rewards. And here's one for those who like to live dangerously. You may occasionally find a reflective mist from the Kalandra League. It has 2 outcomes. It could drop a jewelry item with randomly enhanced or inverted modifier values, or it can give a reflecting mist item, which can be used on an existing piece of jewelry to perform the same action at a time of your choosing. Good luck! There's many other small changes to League content. We're removing the first 15 most boring waves of the simulacrum and rebalancing its rewards to improve the chances of finding unique jewels.
I know what I'm gonna do. That's
We're also adding some of the beasts from Einhar's Memory of Harvest Beasts to the core pool. This includes the Black Morrigan. In other news, we've added a set of new chisel types, which can be applied to your maps to get different bonuses. While the Cartographer's Chisel still increases item quantity, there are new ones that now increase rarity, pack size, increased chance for currency items, divination cards, and scarabs.
I wonder if that this one, where is it? I'm at this one.
Increased chance for currency.
So I wonder if using this one offsets the quant deficit that you're not getting on MF's gear now?
It'd probably only be like 20%.
Oh, plus the modifiers of the map. So you'll probably be getting higher hundreds in quant.
What?
Like, you know, when you max out a map, right? You 100, what is it, 100 rarity?
But then you have to understand, right? So, for instance, with my Magic Find character, dude, I think I was at like 200 plus quant on top of the map.
Okay, never mind. I was thinking.
Currency items, divination cards, and scarabs. It's also worth mentioning that chisels now apply 20% quality per chisel to white maps, 10% to yellow maps, and 5% to red maps and high.
I just noticed this. He didn't have to scour it. It's just automatic.
Oh, yeah.
Unique maps still require the full 20 chisels. Also, only one type of chisel can be applied to a map at a time. During 3.24, we made a change to Tier 17 maps that allowed them to be rerolled with Chaos Orbs. We are now expanding the currency types that can be used on them to also include currencies like chisels and Val Orbs. Ultimately, the only restriction Tier 17 maps now have is that explicit modifiers cannot be removed from them. We have also revised the difficulty of these maps, as they didn't quite hit the mark. The monsters in them now have substantially less life, and deal less damage, meaning Tier 17 maps now better fit into the progression between Pinnacle and Uber Pinnacle content. Lastly, we've adjusted the drop rate of Valdo's puzzle boxes. Previously, we were adapting its drop rate based on the possible outcomes selected by supporters. So many supporters really wanted Mage Bloods, so the box was hardly dropping. Thus, we have drastically increased the drop rate of the box, but reduced the probability of getting chase unique items from it, like Mage Blood. Overall, we have taken care not to reduce the number of Mage Bloods total in the economy. We figured it was better to have more tickets for fun rather than barely seeing any boxes in a league. We've been hard at work improving the part.
Probably want to skip this console one. I don't think it's relevant to us.
That's true.
And
secrets to the campaign.
Let's pause here. There's a lot that was covered. Any thoughts so far? I know we covered some of this stuff in the teaser videos, so if you want to get our full thoughts on that, feel free to check out episode 58, 59, 57. Since we cover a lot of these came out in teasers and we cover them piece by piece. But anything that you want to add to some of your earlier thoughts?
No, not really. Other than I'm excited that they're changing so much. I'm upset that they changed so much within their patch notes. But what can you do? Game's changing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. It's one of those things where it's like when it changed so much like this, my concern is always like, damn, what the fuck do I do? Like, what is, like, I obviously want to taste everything to see how it feels different, but I know my character may not be able to do everything. So you run into that FOMO kind of thing of like, damn, I want to do a little blight, I want to do a little this, a little that, and see, which was the best one.
I do feel you on that, yeah. Well, what'll happen is you'll do some content. You'll see some videos come out about, oh my god, this right here is broken, and it'll give you a good idea of whether you want to do it or not after a couple days, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Usually at that point we're mainly just kind of mapping anyway.
Yeah. I think that I gotta admit, man, some of the things that they've added in this entire year has been fucking just nuclear fucking great. Like the 3 Atlas passives, just things like that. Yeah, like it builds upon each other. Like now that we have 3 Atlas trees, we can fucking actually try some of this stuff out and not feel completely locked into one style. Just thinking about it is fucking amazing.
It is nice that kind of thing is going on. I'm not like angry with them right now. I guess I'm kind of angry with them right
I mean, they killed your word looper. It's like I'm trying to think about the Godfather. They killed. I do terrible impressions, but
I'm hoping that I'm overreacting. Like, I really, really, really hope I'm overreacting, but I also don't really know of very many content creators that do ward looping and specialize in that. And there's hardly any videos about that shit, so I'm gonna have to fucking go and look up, like, someone who does this rather often. I'll have to look up their build, because I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm not trying to pioneer this shit. I just want to know if it works or not, and I'm willing to let someone else try that.
yeah. I mean, late league experimentation, not a bad idea, but definitely not not early and not mid, because you're still trying to get your legs underneath you.
If it weren't for the fact that Olroth's got fucking orbital cannoned, I'd probably try to league start fucking ward, but it got fucking cannoned, and I'm trying to think of how much ward I would need now to have the proper amounts of damage taken by Forbidden Right to get a really good, solid, what do you call it?
Rotation?
Cooldown recovery rate.
Ah.
Whilst having to deal with the fact that you need more ward. I'm just really kind of nervous at whether it's even, like, because I know it's possible.
Is that even? But is that technically feasible to go War Looper on starter?
Normally, not really, but that's the problem. They put, well, not like, okay, so it depends on what you consider at league start, right? So
First week,
right? But yeah. So I think you can. It would take a bit of fucking finagling and fucking farming and getting lucky with like gear and things of that nature, or just raw currency out. But it is possible. I just, and with the uniques that they put out, it makes it seem like they're like, oh yeah, it's easier to, get going because these are uniques that have ward on them. But they don't have more ward than the things that I want. And basically what they did was they put ward on a belt and they put ward on a shield. Which, don't get me wrong, great, cool. But you kind of made Olroth's like just raw 15% worse. And that to me is a bigger problem than, oh man, I don't have a shield that I could use for ward looping. That was never my issue. I used the Annihilating Light, which is a two-handed fucking staff. The fuck, dude, Katarina is beating my fucking ball sack right now. But yeah, I'm just not excited about it. It's going from 75% or 70% less ward during the effect to 85, just, it really feels insurmountable. Unless you're willing to just take a massive hit on your damage. But that's always the drawback for these types of nerfs that they make. They just like, oh, you do too much damage, so we're gonna fucking make it to where you can't survive. Like, IO's already having problems surviving, sir. Like,
it's a delicate balance.
It is. It's a really interesting build to try to make function correct.
And I mean, outside of the Ward Looper, there aren't really a lot of utilizations that I've seen for Ward in general as a defense mechanism.
Right.
And I wonder what they like if they don't like Ward Looper or the mechanisms with Ward Looper. I wonder from a developer's point of view what their preferred outcome of what Ward would be useful in a build. Because I remember when they first released Ward, they didn't really. It's just been like, oh, here's a different type of defense. And it's just like, okay. But you can't get enough of it to be useful. You can't buff it in any useful way, like kind of on the skill tree, which they did now. Like they've added a few nodes now, but it's still not enough for it to be like compared to evasion or armor or ES, which those you can stack to preposterous amounts and really, pad out your defenses. And we talk about also spell suppression. So, and they never really fully went into details as far as like, oh, this is what our preferred method of utilization of ward would be. Like in these scenarios, melee or whatever, casting or whatever the hell.
What I think they want is for people to have a pool of ward to go and fight shit, take one hit so they don't get one shot, and then have the recovery to have the ward come back quicker, because that's what they just did. They were like, oh, ward comes back quicker now. I don't give a fuck. That was never that's what all Roths is for.
Well, and when it comes to ward looper, not necessarily just ward user.
Not even that, dude. Tell me right now. Right. So this is how ward functions. If you have 4,000 ward and you take a hit for 5,000, your health will take 1,000 damage. If it's less than the ward amount, it will absorb it and break. So you have a defensive layer that disappears for before it was 4 seconds. Now they might have lowered it to say 3 seconds. So it has a horrible fucking uptime. It would only work if you have it specialized with evasion. And in that case, we all know that entropy's a fucking bitch in this game. Nah, dude. Nah, man. No. I'm really, 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 really upset because what the message that they're putting forward with the changes to ward says, no, we want this to be just a temporary shield that you take once. Then why wouldn't I just go energy shield? Energy shield doesn't disappear.
It's so much better too.
Right. If I take 1 damage, it doesn't go away.
And it's easier to scale with armor or evasion.
Like, and then you nerf the thing that makes ward viable, while adding a couple uniques that honestly, like, don't get me wrong, neat looking, aren't worth the sacrifices in the spots that I have them in. I just don't get it. As a matter of fact, hold up. I need to look at that fucking shield.
I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I can't remember where the fuck it was either. But I need to know this. Sorry, people. I'm ward is something close to my heart because ward looping was taking a useless mechanic, not even exploiting, but taking advantage and leveraging some very interesting mechanics to make an extremely powerful build. And I feel like that kind of ingenuity is what makes the game really fucking fun. And they just took away my favorite fucking toy. Unique item changes. You know what? Here. Control F. Ward.
I'm trying to find ward in the patch notes, but so far, it's just bunch of rewards and warden. Alright, Orla's Resolve Unique Flask now has 85% less ward during Flask, previously 70%. Existing mounts can be updated with a Divine Orb. Is that what you're referring to?
Yep. It says that it can be updated with a Divine Orb. Yeah, man, because I want to go from 70% to 85%. Why the fuck would I do?
Yeah, it's weird.
Don't worry, guys. If you
Night
want to
Grip unique
fuck
gloves
up
now
your
have
build,
gain added chaos equal to 10% reward. Previously 10, previously 20%. So they decreased that.
I can't find the unique item. Oh, because those are unique item changes. Hold up.
It might be a little hard. You may have to go through the fucking thing again. Yeah, I just went through all of it. I don't see nothing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at unique item changes, but it doesn't have new unique items listed.
Yeah, not in there.
Yeah.
At least I didn't see it. What was the whole thing called? Settlers of Calgary. Dabba dooby dabba da. Dooby doo doo.
Maybe it's
That's
on
what I
the
want.
post.
Content reveal. Here it is. This. It goes further down.
Is it this one? No, this is the other one. Spell block. Savalin.
I love how they didn't show the Olroth nerf in the trailer.
Nah, they probably just want you to read it.
Okay, so I found where they mentioned the ward. Where they're like, we're gonna be doing things with Ward 2 to compensate. Yeah, because they're saying that we're getting more Ward. But I don't see the new items. Why are the...
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna list those items yet.
Because they were shown in the thingadabob.
In the live trade and the
Yeah, I'm looking through it again. I'm trying to scan for it, but because they spread it out.
what do you think it would be listed when they said they talked about the award?
No, because I don't think it was.
Because we just watched that section. They ain't listed.
God damn it, dude.
That's the MF. Yeah,
I can't find it, people.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
can't find it.
I'll have to, as soon as that shit's released, I need to find the link to it. If you do know where it is, do message me and let me know, because I want to look at those items. But I didn't see anything game breaking. It looked like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it has to be game breaking to be good, but I didn't see anything that was like, oh shit, dude, that's crazy. Because I heard, as a matter of fact, it was after they said that Old Roth was getting nerfed.
He just kind of casually just mentions it.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, I know it's after Old Ross gets nerfed. The guy says it. Hold up, is this it right here? Please tell me it is. No, that's something else. It was before this.
They have chapters.
And I don't even think they said it that they're adding any like tree anything for it. I can't find it. Okay, but because there's a belt and a shield that I saw, and neither of them looked like, oh yeah, dude, fucking great.
All right,
The belt looked
27. Are you with the video? Do you have the
Yeah.
video? Go to 27:29.
right. Yeah, I found this part already.
Okay, That's where I see Ward being mentioned in the
Right.
transcripts.
And it's because it wasn't in a transcript. He had dropped something from a boss.
There's also 2522. It mentions Ward.
2522.
Mm-hmm.
No. What is this item? No, that's that item. Because it wasn't. The dude had killed a boss, and he dropped an item, and he hovered over it for a second. And remember, Alex was like, "Hey man, hey Coffee, look at that belt."
Nah, I mean at least it's not on here. I don't see it.
I just remember the conversation. I don't remember where it was.
Because I'm looking at the transcripts of everything they say. The only times that have been those times are the only ones that he actually says the word.
Right. But again, he didn't
mentions
say
Ward loop.
Right, he didn't say Ward when these things came up. It was way before. Because remember, he was like, Alex was like, "Look at those things," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to reserve my thoughts," because he said something about Olgoth at some point.
And
So
you
now I'm
checked
looking for
fit 25 22. It wasn't there.
no.
Okay.
Right now, I'm looking at the boss, seeing if I can find the boss drops where he's killing that big fucker. Wait, is that it? No. Wait, yeah, I found it. Okay. So
What number?
1026. Regenerate 44 life per second, 21 fire resist, 21 cold resist, gain ward
Let's go see what
instead
we got.
of 50% of armor and evasion rating from equipped body armor.
1026 on the content review.
1026 on the content reveal, yeah.
The studded belt. Okay, I see it.
So what I'm seeing here is the way you want me to get ward is to not use ward gear. Right?
That's just body armor, though.
No.
It says equipped
Oh
body
wait, well,
armor.
from equipped body armor. So, but the thing is we didn't have a ward body armor, so we're gaining ward, right? So
what's the highest? What do you think is the highest armor?
I don't want it though. That's the
Well,
problem.
no. Let's just do the math though. With the higher, this might
I'm
work if you think about the higher.
I'm losing a notable. I'm losing a notable. I have to make sure it ends up with no armor. I can't evade too high because if I evade a fucking forbidden right, it bricks the build.
What about armor?
Armor, if I'm not taking enough damage, it bricks the build. Like I can't run things like lead shade. Like there's a lot of this.
What about a combination of both?
What?
Like an armor evasion.
Dude, I'm telling you right now. I had 44 armor brick my build. Not 4,400, not 44,000, 44. These builds are really finicky.
Right.
And I think right now I'm more just having an anxiety attack, like a panic attack over how to figure this out after going through the process of learning how to do ward loop in the first place. And I'm really frustrated because at this point I lose a free notable, so I can't get glancing blows. I'm losing not necessarily a free 6 link,
that comes in random colors, but a relatively cheaper version than having to make something so specific. I can usually buy my chess piece for 1 to 2 dip.
Right. I don't. You know what confuses me about this belt is why would I want to trade 50% of my armor or evasion for ward to begin with?
The problem with this is, right? So what you would have to do, because the only way I can think of making this work is through the evasion, and really hoping that the self damage of Forbidden Right.
Well, just no, it's just a general, like a general character. Why would they want to use this and turn their permanent defenses to something that's
Who the fuck knows? This is useless.
yeah, because
This
it's
is
like
super
this is a temporary. I'm trading like body armors tend to be the highest percentages where you get most of your defenses, right? So especially like armor, your body armor will have the most armor out of all the other pieces. So if you're like a melee character who is stacking armor, you could want to get like a 2,000. Now you'll probably be able to reach 3,000 actual physical armor with body armor now with the higher bases and the higher percentages. So why the fuck would I want to trade half of that for ward? Like it makes zero fucking sense.
Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking about it. No longer PoE armor. Hold up. So there are passives in the game that make things not do the things they were normally doing.
Yeah, it changes like for example the one that turns evasion to armor.
Right, but I don't think. No. I'm thinking like, oh no, I'm wrong. I'm thinking the ones that are like, fucking evasion gives no bonus to blah blah blah, and now gives it to this. That doesn't help either because it doesn't actually change armor to anything. Fuck.
Yeah, there's no inverse to armor to evasion. Not that I remember. There might be actually.
I'm trying to think, dude. This is where like the game's in-depthness gives you tiny bits of hope, but then what's gonna end up happening is it's gonna be on something like a ring, and for early game, I can't really sacrifice a ring for that. Well, maybe I could because I wouldn't need to. I don't know, dude. Fuck. Oh well. Have you found any other interesting things in your peruse of the thing?
I can't. I really can't complain. They have
They put your stuff.
they have buffed the fuck out of melees. They really, 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 really have. To the point where it's actually genuinely hard to think about. Like, damn, should I go bleed? Should I go this? Like, they've opened the floor so fucking wide that you're kind of sitting there like, any of these could probably be viable. Like, bleed and leech are super viable right now. With Valpack coming back, like even mana leech right now is fucking viable, which has always been a very struggle for a melee character, right? But with Valpack, that's an easy gimme right now. So leech has been one of those things that melees depend on for survivability. So that plus armor plus fortify plus endurance charges, it like not more damage, and then you can add bleed to that, flesh and stone for more defenses, or like I can't complain.
You know what I could do again?
What?
I could go Bomba.
Yeah, they didn't touch it.
No, they did. Elemental arrows fired from prismatic blink or mirror arrow clones now correctly use the skill damage conversion 100% fire, cold, or lightning. This means that with other sources of non-skill conversions such as Unholy Might, the elemental arrows deal entirely 100% elemental damage instead of 50% elemental and 50% chaos damage, assuming a physical bow and no other sources of flat added damage. I think that's a sneak buff.
Well, at the very least, it's not a full nerf. At the very least,
I don't think that's a big buff. I think it's a sneaky buff. It's a tiny buff. It's an itty bitty buff. So I might do that.
And then the changes with 2 endurance charges, bro, makes me want to makes me lean towards Juggernaut. Because Juggernaut has the built-in unflinching, which is gain endurance charges when I'm hit.
Oh shit! Did they touch Guardian?
Nothing to mention, no.
That's what I am, right?
Guardian for Inquisitor?
No. Hold up. Where do I actually see where the fuck I am? Other than the tree, because it doesn't give me a label.
What does the label look like? Fire staff.
I have Bastion of Hope. This is the mace with the shield.
Oh, okay. That is the Guardian, yes.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna go Guardian Bomb again. It felt pretty good until like yellow maps, and then I needed money.
So you gotta start making money.
yeah. But I was just thinking. I think with Bama I can blast, dude. I think my Bama leveled in like 4 hours.
All right.
Granted, I had some gear, so it might be slightly slower.
That's a perfect segue to this next section, because the next section talk about campaign changes.
Oh shit! They're actually making changes to the campaign. Cool.
It's like they call it improvements, which is kind of like,
Is that really?
Unfamiliar on your adventures. Who knows what you'll find?
And then, the reason why it's relevant to endgame is because the campaign is basically the thing that stops you from getting to endgame. Like most of us endgame players, like we try to blast through this fucking campaign as fast as humanly possible. Some people could do it in 8 hours. Some people could do it in 2 hours. Some people in 1 hour, depending on how crazy you are. But basically,
Did you see that video?
No.
Oh my god. Go to topics and then go up to about it's like July 17th.
On the forum?
Yeah, on topics. No, on topics on the Discord.
Oh, okay. I'll see it after then.
No. Just look at the
topics.
The tip part. I can't remember what they call it.
55 minutes. So 1 hour? Under 1 hour.
And 41 seconds for a full fucking campaign run, dude.
But is that scratch or is it like with items?
No, that's a twink.
That's a what?
Oh, sorry, bro. I'm using World of Warcraft terms. It's a twink. Basically, so Empyrean and his entire group spent like dozens of mirrors crafting this dude's gear.
What is that? What, like level 10 gear?
They had 3 sets of gear for level 1, level 38, and level 44.
And then with those, he was able to
blast 55 fucking minute full Act 1 to Act 10 completion.
I wonder how he must be going balls fast.
Bro, you should see some of these fucking clips, dude. The dude is zooming. The dude is fucking zooming.
I mean, but that's like that's Tour de France numbers, right? You know what I mean? That's like fucking testosterone numbers. Like,
That's like Usain Bolt numbers.
yeah, because it's like you can't fucking do like real people can't do that kind of shit, man.
That shit's crazy, and it's funny. These guys they were using like dozens of Hinokora's locks. They were using tons of double corrupts. They literally mirrored 6 jewels that the dude spent like 2 mirrors crafting.
He's using
And
jewels at fucking level 35.
at level 1. Bro, this shit is
What is
crazy.
like movement speed jewels or some shit?
Movement speed, and basically it makes him immune to all physical damage up until like Act 3, because each one of the jewels had like minus 57 or like minus 7 physical damage taken, and they mirrored it 6 times, so it added up to like quite a bit. And he walked in at level 1 into like the Roa area, and he was literally immune to Roas.
Jesus Christ.
Like, and he wasn't even wearing like the full set. He
That
with
guy and
two-
his team is like the epitome of push it to the limit.
Like, dude, these guys are. Okay, so I watched like, I think it was like half of this video that I put into the thing.
Just makes
and
you
I
sad after a while. Like, nah,
No, no,
I'm
no.
done.
I went over to his crafting video of it, and I watched the entire thing. Watching him craft this shit and his team craft this shit it really shows, like, even people who are good at the game, dude, don't know as much as these people. And like, it's insane. It's just insane.
You gotta have the just the sheer fucking will to make something like that. Because all it takes is it's RNG. All it takes is enough time and enough effort, and just
Right, but these guys are to the point where they're doing things in the steps that would allow them to minimize how many times they have to imprint. So, and they know like really good steps to get the outcome that they want.
right.
And it's just.
I mean, it's also how many of them are there? It's like
I
4.
think there's 3 that
There might be
that,
3, and there might be another 2 that we don't know about.
I think what ends up happening, because no, the thing is the guy. There's one guy that I think is like the dedicated crafter knower. I think it's like, you know how we had Miyu
Yeah.
for our carry essentially.
Yeah.
I think his thing is just pure crafting and understanding it on a fundamental level.
Oh, so he has a PhD.
Yeah, he has a PhD
on
in
theoretical fucking crafting. String theory.
Like, dude, it's insane watching it. Like, as a matter of fact, I know you always have time while you're not working per se. Maybe
Hey.
no, maybe on your breaks. On your breaks, you have some time, bro. I'm serious. Watch the crafting video. I'll link it to you one of these days. It's
It'll probably hurt my fucking brain. I ain't gonna lie.
If you ever wanted to see what the next level looks like, you watch that video. Like, not even this. Like, this is just what they don't even go into like a real explanation of what the fuck is really going on with all this dude's gear. They give a very cursory, like, oh yeah, this is this. It has this on it and this on it and this on it. They're not explaining no real steps to how they craft.
I'm assuming he's talking over the actual like run. He's not actually talking about it as he's running, because he's probably just fully focused on just.
No. This is Empyrean. So this was, I think it was Ben, or oh my god, hold on, Havoc. Havoc was doing the run, and because Havoc is a speedrunner, and Empyrean Gaming are crafters. Havoc hit up the group, and was just like, "Hey, man, I want to see how fast I could do a campaign if y'all basically just crafted me the best shit from level 1." And 55 minutes and 41 and 0.41 seconds it was the time.
Nice.
That blows my fucking mind. That blows my fucking mind. and it's dude. You look at some of the gear that they're crafting, bro. This motherfucker's level 44 bow is better than most people's bow at like tier 6 mapping. His bow
Damn.
at level 44 had like 900 DPS.
Jesus Christ! Everything's melting in front of him. At that point, why are you even? What build did he go? By the way,
I don't know.
it's like Obama or like a
I think
auto
he
attack
went-
kind of shit. Because I'm sure he don't want to stop an attack.
No. Okay, so just go open up the video and go to like 2124. You'll just within the first 5 seconds of what you see from
I
there,
should
bro.
just
You'll
open up for everyone
understand.
to see.
All right, guys, we are here.
Yeah, it's 5 instances or zones. So
What
just
the fuck is
go
good?
to Stop and get like 40. Yeah, it's 40 movement speed
He's
that
fucking
he gained
zooming,
from
bro.
the last
His character can't even understand what's happening. It's like it's imagine like
He
if,
has the surfboard MTX.
is that what that is?
Yeah.
is. He gets to use the movement speed for the entire.
So what? Every time he uses a flask, it does that.
No, like he's just that fast. It's based on movement speed.
But now in Act 3, the difference is just.
It looked like Flash was behind him pushing him. He's like, oh.
It's 5. Yeah, it's 5 instances or zones. So just
Bro,
not worth to stop.
It's a
and
level
get,
of
like,
crazy
40.
that
Yeah,
I
it's 40
don't even
movement speed
understand, dude.
that he gained on the last one. So that's why he
I'm
leveled
surprised
up.
he didn't
now-
level up.
Same thing what
like,
happened in Act 1.
He
Oh, no,
didn't
no,
get
no.
under leveled.
Act 3, you got
Bro,
all
no.
the
Bro.
levels, all the movement speeds. So in Act 4, you have basically just blasting to do. Here,
We getting so
like,
sidetracked on this
is
motherfucker.
not normal.
Bro,
He
he
wouldn't stop
used
for this normally, but
omens
because the
and
ghost was
all
in the way,
flames
he can
to
just
power
grab it,
level
talk to Tsuni,
to like
and it
level
takes, like,
30
3 seconds to talk
in
to
like
Tsuni,
5
and those 3
zones.
seconds is basically one last level that he needs
Before
to
he
do later.
continued?
So it's
Dude,
Or
in
like
like
during?
saving time.
in like
Instead of
5 zones in the
finishing
beginning of the
run
game.
at level 52 or 53,
Like go to the hold
it's
up.
minus one
Let me
level,
find
which
this
is-
this actual thing. Let me
Yeah,
find it.
so you can see the inventory is very full, right?
Go. Wait, where'd it go? Did I close it? Am I stoops? No, it's in Discord, right? Pop. And... Man, I am having the fucking greatest amount of fucking trouble.
Yeah, I see him
Now-
leveling. Yeah, I see him leveling.
Yeah.
9 minutes. It's just boom, 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 boom. He's just plugging everything in. Level 10,
as he's
12,
going.
13.
And this is where, like, by the way, just for context, people, you are like level 4 in that zone. Like straight up, this dude just figures out a power level technique, and then just crazy, bro. They plan this shit out to perfection. This is literally with just his like, look at dude. He didn't even take points or anything. Look how fast he is, just like this. He's about to do it again.
Wait,
Holy
he's
shit.
stopping to do this shit too.
Right, because because this is worth it. Look how much look at the levels, bro. When you see this shit, look at the fucking levels. Because he needs
He already
to
has
get
tier. Already has tier. Wow. 16,
the
17.
levels. Look at the levels. Look at the levels, bro.
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Like they min-maxed the fuck out of this. Bro, I've seen people in like Act 5 that aren't this strong.
You mean fucking tier 16 maps?
I don't know about that. I don't know if this character could do T16 maps because he's right now he's not flimsy because he overlevels everything, and right now like the gear that they have him in is pretty good. But for like tier 16 mapping, like I think at like Act 6 he can actually die. When you go into the map to kill Milagro, your first quote unquote map, he can die there. Like, but he does so much damage, and then he's
they're gonna be able to do it faster, right?
Eventually, well, maybe under certain mechanics, but this.
Well, because
he tested. No. I want you to know that he tested for like 2 weeks with this shit. This is the culmin, like the pinnacle. I'm pretty sure, unless other shit comes out, which it will, with like new mechanics, I think the only way is better other gear, other shit that's gonna be not made right now. When it comes to making items,
this is
bro,
making me dizzy, bro. It's also hurting my feelings.
Empyrean Gaming is the people on crafting shit. Like, I fully believe that there was no better options for what they wanted to do unless they wanted to go and spend like 1,000 mirrors.
Which they could if they wanted to push it that much, they probably could have.
They probably could have.
Just took them a little more time, but
almost everything on his thing was double corrupted. Everything was enchanted. Everything was fucking divined up to max rolls. Everything was like 4 to 5 implicits. But like, dude, they went ham as fuck. I cannot actually really wrap my head around how ham they went. I've never crafted one item to the hamness that they went, let alone 3 sets of gear.
Yeah.
So I know it sounds like, for all of you out there, like, it just sounds like I'm just sucking these guys' dick. These guys deserve the dick sucking after that for what they did.
I mean, it's a new record. You know what I mean?
Right. They broke what I thought was even possible.
And what's crazy about breaking their record is that this is not a speed run under circumstances. It's about speed run under maximum support. But
80%.
Who the fuck can replicate that?
No one but that group of people.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Maybe there are, because there are other mirror crafters out there. You know, they don't. There are people who are that good that aren't.
But it's the culmination, right? To get a speedrunner and also build him all the equipment and also allow him to break that 55.
And then because like they were giving him items, right? And then he was testing, and then he would come back and be like, "This is good, but it kind of feels a little awkward." And they would literally go and just craft him another like 4 mirror item. Like, shit's fuck. I wish. I want to talk to these guys and be like, guys, do it for me. With all the support, I want to play a build. That's crazy. You guys make
it's
my
like an
ward
exhibit,
loop.
pimp my character.
Right. I want them to make my ward loop character. That's who I want to make my ward looper. And if that were the case, if Empyrean and his group made a ward loop character, I would never play anything but standard again. After that point, that character would be the only thing I ever played. Like, it would be like, you know, what do you call it? Like, you have like Roush, and you have like the specialty brands, Shelby, fucking, you have the guy that takes those old Porsches and turns them into RWBs.
Oh fuck! Yeah.
That's what these guys are, right? They're craftsmen. They're making you the most build that you take to the track and just go fuck everything up with it. Like, oh, bro. And then you get to be like, I wish I could be like, just put like their name on it on the back of the character.
And this that went back to our crafting idea microtransaction of like putting your name on the item that you craft, like made by Empyrean.
Like, dude, that would be the sickest shit.
Not only does it have the stats to prove that it's fucking bananas, but it also has a name brand, Empyrean.
And then anything that he makes, bro, just becomes like giga expensive.
Yeah, just bananas, just Empyrean. It could be a piece of shit, and you know, because eventually the quality of it just drops, right? Unless you keep it exclusive.
5 health, 5 int, Empyrean.
It'd be just ridiculous, just fucking loafers, just Empyrean. That's a fucking great idea for goddamn microtransaction, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so as far just to finish this episode up, campaign improvements. It's not much.
I
It's
know,
not
but
much.
Still,
It's just they just added
there's an
shit,
underground bunker underneath the refinery.
which is not
Guarded by
improvements. It's just
powerful
made.
robots. I wonder what's been hidden away here.
Underground
How do I
bunker.
unlock this mysterious door? What
Yeah.
riches
Door.
must lay inside?
This is just more
Blighted
side
growths have
areas.
appeared in the gardens and sewers of San. A vault containing riches can be found in the reliquary.
Dun dun.
As you might have
See,
seen in our teasers,
how the fuck is that improvements? They just They-
It's an improvement. It's a small improvement. Shut the fuck up. Leave them alone. Slam them for the old Roth change.
all right. Lastly, supporter packs.
Nobody is allowed to be mad at them for anything else but the ward changes.
The ward loop.
If anybody in our
I think you're and maybe like 5 other people are mad at that.
I'm mad. I'm mad as fuck.
Like the entire community was like, don't give a fuck. What the fuck's a word loop? Matter of fact, most of the people were like, what the fuck's a word looper?
I had to look that shit up, bro. Oh my god, I'm so fucking angry right now. Why did they do this to fucking 12 people who played the build?
Probably less than that. It's probably less than that. That I like successfully built it.
Bro, I'm so fucking mad right now, dude. Jesus Christ.
Like the number of people that play Flicker Strike is pretty high. The amount of people who successfully make a Flicker Strike build is like maybe 5.
So I need to test this. So I need a character that I have with like oodles and oodles of evasion, and then I need to test if I can dodge Forbidden Right, because I'm pretty sure I was able to dodge Forbidden Right over a certain threshold. So I'm going to try that, and if I can't dodge, right, and I get hit by Forbidden Right every fucking time, we're still in business. But
You gotta be careful with the bases then.
I'm gonna have to be extremely careful with the bases. No, I'm not. I'm gonna have to be careful with my chest.
Yeah, the bases of the chest.
And
Because they have higher bases now.
right. I have to get crazy evasion, and then I'm gonna have to stack that toward ward, and then I'm gonna have to make it either have a whole bunch of health, or I'm gonna have to have no health so I can get the 15% extra health. Because Forbidden Right does damage based on how much health. I'm sorry, people. Continue. I'm just going through it. I'm really going fucking through it. I'm coping right now. I'm coping. Oh, are you looking for ward on the tree?
Yeah, I was just saying.
No.
I remember they had something on the tree about it. I guess not.
Nah, man. Ward has no.
Maybe
fucking
this hasn't updated. They mentioned something that it was gonna add a few nodes.
I fucking hope so, son.
All right, whatever.
But
So supporter packs.
All right.
These
let's see.
packs are purely
Just for
cosmetic
prosperity,
and do
just
not
review
affect your
them.
character's power or progression in any way.
Anything cool you saw
The
that you
Paladin
wanna?
series of supporter packs contains
I like
six
this.
exclusive
There's a couple
microtransactions.
cool things, but nothing that I was like, oh my fucking god, I have to have that.
Adorn your weapon or shield with the Paladin weapon effect.
Alex, of course, said he's
Make
buying.
a show of leveling up with the Harpy Flyover level up effect. Equipping the Divine Paladin
If they would have made that
periodically cause slain
red,
enemies
white,
to
and
be
blue,
consecrated
would have been
and
over.
laid to rest. This set also comes with a matching back attachment. Both the helmet and back attachment have options to display the radiant glow, or not. You pick.
Or not, you pick.
The Divine Judgment finisher effect locks
This
onto
one
unique
is
enemies
the only one I was
before
thinking about.
obliterating them with a laser from the heavens.
I
That's
think
pretty
that's
cool.
cool.
May your critical hits resonate
I also was
across
thinking about
Rayclust
this.
with the Cleric's Bell back attachment. Invite your friends to spend a day at the races in the
I find this
Vesta
really cool.
Racecourse hideout.
I don't know what I
Add
would do
rowers
with
to the
all the
track to
gongs
race
going
them
off
against each
on a
other.
cast on crit build.
Yeah.
Spectate from the sidelines. The Penance Pack series also has 6 exclusive microtransactions.
I do kind of like those portals.
With the Penance
I
Pack
like this.
attachment equipped, a repentant soul is chained to your back and lashed with lightning. Ouch.
I don't. I don't
Place
hate
none
it.
other than the Trial Master in your hideout and have him
I
comment
think
on
that's
your
cool
chaos.
too. I like him talking shit because that's all he does.
He does. I make that
Invalid crafting attempts.
the loot filter for it.
I want that. You got to get that
He
laugh.
even keeps
by the
a
way.
record
It's
You have that
hard,
laugh?
bro. I
Used in your
downloaded
hideout
all his
during the week,
lines,
or
bro.
across
There's
all leagues.
hundreds of like him laughing. Like there's like 20 lines of just him laughing alone. It's like Jesus Christ.
Blood
I know
stains
what
your
loot
armor
filter
the
I
more
want.
life you lose when wearing the Acolyte's Penance armor set. The Zealot's Madness portal effect fragments as you near it.
The fact that it follows us, I think it's cool.
The Cauldron map device boils
I
maps,
also think this is kinda
fragments,
cool.
and scarabs placed into it.
Not enough for me
Keeping
to
a
buy
tally
it.
of how many have been thrown into the pot in the current league or across all leagues.
Bubble, 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 bubble. I have better map devices though.
The Exiled Squire
Yeah, you do
appears
have
to
some
follow
really
in
good
your
ones.
footsteps, hyping you up for
Aw,
battles,
thank you.
providing pessimistic commentary, or voicing their disdain for you to bring you down a peg.
The fact that he's drinking.
These
It's
packs are
fine.
now available for
It's a
purchase
bottle.
on both PC and console, and will remain so during Path of Exile, Settlers of Kalgur.
So, am I
Meanwhile-
ridiculous? Am I? Did they not have very much this go around?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like very much MTX. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad. I'm not,
They've been the last couple of leagues. I think they've been spoiling us. They've been going super hard.
They have. Although I will say that most of these MTXs, for what they are and where they're most likely going to be tier wise, they're very nice. You can tell they're well designed.
Yeah.
PoE does not put out fucking shit MTX. That's the one thing I've noticed. At least not anymore. Some of the old shit, fucking Red Cyclone. But
Blue Cyclone.
yeah, like the newer shit that we got is fucking gorgeous. I was just expecting to have the 3 tiers of the 2 different sets, and I'm just shocked that we didn't get that this time. Not like that's what I want every time. I'm just that I was surprised. It seemed like such a pattern that it was like, oh yeah, that's just the way they do it. But it's not. It's not apparently. Bone Shatter. Are you gonna go fucking Bone Shatter?
I'm just looking at what's different about it. I'm not.
They buffed it like every other fucking melee skill. What do you want?
I mean, Bone Shadow was fucking ridiculous to begin with. Buffing it is just like, Jesus Christ. All gem levels out deal 8% more damage per turn. Ooh, that's fucking dangerous. The fact that I'm doing more damage now is doing more damage to myself. Oh fuck.
More damage.
All right. I do want to look at some of the classical melee's skills though. Cyclone might be very viable. Cyclone may be very viable because of just the speed of clearing.
I can't. I could have swore I made a decision on what the fuck I was gonna go, and now I can't remember.
You said Bama.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Thank you. And I know how to do it too, so it will be easy enough. Hopefully.
All right, I'm probably gonna look at this on my own time. Any other thoughts? Any other things you want to look up? Anything that?
So Bomba didn't really change. I wonder if haste changed. Hold on, let me see. Control F. Haste. No matches for haste. Holy Relic. No changes to Holy Relics.
They nerfed determination.
Do I even fucking use determination? Yeah, I do.
Scaling
what
up to 126 at low jump, previously 251. So they decreased it by 50%.
But we're getting higher bases, and they said that'll make up for it. So I'm hoping it's true. I'm just gonna take their word at it.
I kind of do feel like this puts aura bots in a very complicated area. Like they might be still useful, but it's very sketchy on how useful they are.
Oh, oh, oh. So I was checking something. Didn't think that it was going to be a fucking big problem, but the divine blessing support has been removed, and existing versions of this item will be deleted upon relogging after the launch of 325. Existing forbidding chakras will have this support replaced with rupture. Existing hungry loops will be replaced with eternal blessing. March of the Legion is unaffected by these
Wait,
changes.
hungry
and
loops are no
Source.
longer?
No, divine blessing.
So no longer you can no longer do AGs on a hungry loop?
Supported skills have 30%, 34% increased aura effect. 200 supported skills cost mana. Supported skills also count as blessing skills. You can only have one aura from your blessing skills, and auras have base duration of what's it called. So you can no longer like cast haste.
You know one thing they didn't buff?
What?
Face breakers.
Good.
That's a classic ass fucking item. That's a melee. They should have buffed that. They should have gave it like another 18%, 18,000%. Let
They
people
didn't
go
buff-
fist.
They didn't fuck with Arcanist brand. Elemental weakness. They did not fuck with elemental weakness.
Let me go back up.
Oh my god. Fourth vow. The Long Watch divination card has been re-enabled and now rewards the fourth vow unique. Awesome. Cool. So fourth vow slightly easier to get through divination cards. Defiance of Destiny. Oh, fuck. They changed it. The Defiance of Destiny unique now causes you to gain 10 to 20% of missing unreserved health before being hit by an enemy. Previously, 25 to 35%. Holy shit. I expected this, but I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. That kind of hurts. That will affect my Bama's late game. But I think I could just run Ashes. Let's see if they fucking changed Ashes. Ashes up. Nope, they didn't change Ashes. Omni. They did not change Omni. What's it called? Progenesis. No changes to Progenesis. Okay. I think that's all I really care about. That can be replaced. That cannot be replaced, but is whatever. You know what? Let me check. Precision. No, precision did not get changed. Purity. That button. Oh, purity. Added a new set of modifiers for purity auras that can roll Watcher's Eyes and replace the physical damage taken as elemental above. Oh, that's pretty interesting. So that'll be one of your sources. All right, I'm good, Cass. Are you here?
Yep.
I
I'm
was
looking at
wondering if
meatballs. Molten Strike of Zenith. I no longer has. Scaling up to the gem of the previous one. And they didn't buff Molten Strike as much as I thought they would have. I don't know if it's worth going. Other skills are better. So I might not go Molten Strike. Well, we'll see. I'll probably have to crunch those numbers.
I
Because
don't know if you want to go build that I wouldn't be able to play with you anyway.
yeah. Well, yeah, we have to then metagame that as well. Like, what would like I could see us making a character like if we're not doing the magic find system, which that's I don't know. I really don't know where I'm concerned about or about like where currently is.
We'll have to just look at a lot of the aura changes and
Yeah,
like that.
and then if we do make regular characters, where I know Bama once it gets activated to a late game, you can kill bosses too. Like so, you don't need a dedicated boss killer.
No, yeah, yeah.
So it's I don't know.
I can do what Miyu did. So you go aura, and then I will go Bama. With the aura, we'll do fine. We just have to tailor pretty early until I get activated. We can, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to carry the 2-man. And then what we can do to make money is what my fucking god, simulacrum. Wait, you'd have to be pretty. You have to be pretty strong for simulacrums. So
Yeah.
never mind. Maybe we'll do
Because
blight.
they no longer have the first 15.
We could probably do blight though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could do blight. We could also do expedition. We could also yeah. We have options. Bama is like really versatile with the content it could do. So
All right, so we have some. Oh my God, Flicker Strike is 400, like double the damage. Jesus Christ! All right.
oh, you know what? That was the other thing I was gonna look at. Rockiatas? No changes to Rockiatas. I think it's spelled Rockiatas. I can't remember. I can't think of anything else that I really want to look up. I'm even sitting here looking at my tree, and I don't really have any other like unique items in this particular build. It's just really, really good fucking rares and like 3 uniques. Oh wait, actually, let me just check, because at this point, I don't fucking trust you guys. Okay, cool. They didn't change Darkness Enthroned either, so we're good.
So I might actually end up if I do a melee build, I might actually go Bone Shatter, or if not, I'll go Reeve. I'll do like a shield, one-handed Reeve.
You don't like Reap?
No, I don't like Reeve. Reeve is for like range shit is pretty fucking decent. It's been ages since I did a Reeve, but I know once they get really fast, it gets really ridiculous. And it's a range skill, but it counts as melee due to the way it works. And then you can also do bleed. So I might do a bleed, leech, Reeve.
Okay. And then you just farm up for an Orbot.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably have to run some numbers first. Cause the Reeve numbers look good. The Bone Shatter looks good as well. And Bone Shatter scales really, really, really fast. It activates really fast with like no gear. But I'm a little worried about the increased damage to self. With the weapon plus overall more damage you're doing, that they increased the damage to self by 1%, which already was fucking bad before. Like once you start ramping up, your damage will kill you really quickly. So with all the more damage you're doing plus the 1% more damage you're doing to yourself, I'm fucking afraid of that. That's like it's like a very complex nerf.
I don't think it is though. I think it ends up being a complex buff. If you actually think about it, with all of the defensive changes that they're getting, the fact that they're buffing your the damage, which means your leech is going to be higher. I think you're fine.
Yeah. No, I think I'm not overreacting. I just got to plug it in and see, because there's 3 versions of it. There's the Bone Shatter of Carnage, and Bone Shatter of Complex Trauma, to see which one is like, the one that doesn't fucking kill you as much, but still does ramp up power.
Yeah, I suppose. But the way I see it, to be completely honest, is you got away with the whole bank, and anything that isn't melee kind of got the shaft. So
I mean it. Out of all the bitching I've been doing for the last 50 episodes have you done so far? Which, by the way, I think this is gonna be the 60th episode. I have to do a melee build this time. I
and
have
you
to.
have to be happy. You have honestly, you have to be happy. Like
Yeah,
these these aren't even like quote unquote changes. These are like straight
buffs.
up buffs.
Yeah, across the board buffs.
So be happy about it. You're gonna end up getting to have your melee league. You're getting what you want, and guess what? My spells don't do shit early game, so I have to go bow skills because it didn't seem like they touched those. So,
but I'm seriously considering a cyclone though. So I'm bouncing between cyclone, reeve, and bone shatter.
did they change cyclone?
No, but they buffed it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I mean, I thought you meant change like in a bad way.
No, I wanted to know if it was part of the buff.
Yeah, they buffed it. Previously at level 20 it was 59 damage. Now it's 111.
What about added effect or effective added damage?
No longer has added attack damage at all gem levels. It now has 61% effective of base added damage at level 1, scaling up to 111 at level 20. Previously it's 59.
Yo, that's actually not fucking bad, dude. They basically doubled the damage of that skill. You could go bleed and pale and then go like huge AoE and cover like the entire screen.
Yeah, and just run.
Oh no! Oh my god! You can also use those fucking that item that reverses knockback direction and then fucking get socketed knockback and then you become a Roomba.
Yeah. Roomba build. Bone Shatter is really fucking quick when it comes to mapping, but Cyclone's quicker, depending on. But Bone Shatter is a really good bosser too. Like if you're careful, Bone Shatter is a really good bosser. Cyclone, not so much. Not so much. So, all right, things to think about. Things to think about. That's all. All right, I think that's it for this episode. Any last thoughts?
Nope. Hit a button for us. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
See ya.